Federal investigators are looking into the cause of a train derailment yesterday that scattered 37 freight cars in a field near Iron City in eastern Calhoun County. Also in tonight's news, the FBI arrests 2 men suspected of a shooting at Calhoun County deputy late last year. Your local news starts now.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wadowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
Welcome to East Alabama Now Local News for Friday, March 10th, 2023. I'm Jacksonville State University student Jamerious Borden. The National Transportation Safety Board is expected to begin its investigation this morning into the derailment of a Norfolk Southern freight train early on Thursday morning in Iron City. The accident, which caused no injuries and did not involve the leakage of any hazardous materials, happened just 2 days after the NTSB announced a special investigation of Norfolk Southern Railway's organization and safety culture. Just a few hours after Thursday's accident, Norfolk Southern's president appeared before Congress for a previously scheduled hearing into his company's recent spate of accidents that resulted in 3 deaths and the release of toxic chemicals in Ohio. Company spokesman Connor Spielmaker talked to reporters in Oxford yesterday about his company's safety record.
Rail transportation remains the most safe way in this country to transport any type of material. As a federal, common carrier, we're required to carry these things that help move America's economy. Of course, doing them safely is our #1 priority. So we're cooperating with every investigation, every agency involved to find what those things are. And community members should know that that's what's happening. We're looking to become an even safer railroad. And though these incidents are receiving a lot of coverage right now, which makes sense, and I'm sure they have a lot of questions, it's totally reasonable for them to have that question. Safety remains #1 priority, and we'll make sure that we learn from all these things.
When they announced their special investigation into Norfolk Southern earlier this week, NTSB officials urged the company to take immediate action to review its safety practices with the input of employees and others, and implement necessary changes to improve safety. Thursday morning's accident in Calhoun County took place in a remote area and did not affect any railroad crossings. Spielmaker says the site of the accident makes the cleanup operation more difficult.
Obviously, it's in an interesting spot here where we have to maneuver our equipment in there. So we're working with, of course, local property owners, anyone else who may have been impacted to get that done as safely as possible. Do want to ask the public to stay away. It's a big operation with a lot of heavy machinery, a lot of heavy equipment, and a lot of guys trying to be out there working as safely as possible. We appreciate people staying away, and we'll be happy to keep you all updated as we can.
When we come back, we'll tell you about the arrest of 2 men in the connection with a shooting incident involving a local deputy.
Since 1993, WM Grocery has been a major part of our local community. WM offers the very best in fresh produce and an outstanding meat department. WM also has many local products not found anywhere else and fresh sushi every day. If you need an event catered, come see Mrs. K at any WM store. Curbside pickup is also available for your online grocery orders. Be sure to download the WM app for all the deals of the week and shopper rewards. Go check them out today at any of their locations.
We take pride in our community and appreciate your business.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waldrop Manufacturing, metal buildings made right here in Calhoun County.
Federal firearms charges were filed against 2 men arrested yesterday morning in connection with a shooting incident in Oxford last December. The FBI and Calhoun County Sheriff's deputies arrested Thomas Griffith and Charles Kilgore and filed felony charges against them. According to Lieutenant Fallon Hurst of the Sheriff's Department, a deputy had pulled over Griffith in DeArmonville riding a stolen motorcycle when Kilgore drove past them and fired a gun several times. Investigators claim Griffith and Kilgore conspired in that plan so the deputy would chase Kilgore and allow Griffith to flee the scene with the stolen motorcycle. The case was investigated by the Calhoun County Sheriff's Office, Oxford Police, the FBI's North Alabama Violent Crime Task Force, Heflin Police, and several other agencies. Lieutenant Hurst says this case has special meaning for local law enforcement officers because it sends the message gunplay around officers will absolutely not be tolerated. If you're looking for historical entertainment this weekend, Cass Theater will be presenting a play that features both Into the Breaches, is set during World War II, a time when many American men were fighting in Europe. The play imagines what would happen when a community theater company decides to do an all-female production of Shakespeare. The show runs tonight and tomorrow night at 7 at the McClellan Theater and will close Sunday afternoon with a 2 o'clock matinee. Tickets are available at castalabama.com and at the door. More entertainment news is coming up next.
For metal buildings in Alabama and the Southeast, Waldrop Manufacturing is your one-stop source. A Waldrop metal building provides the coverage and protection your investments need. They specialize in carports, RV covers, portable buildings, and storage buildings. Stop paying rent for storage. With Waldrop's price per foot, you can actually save money by buying straight from the manufacturer. Waldrop buildings are guaranteed because Waldrop manufactures buildings with U.S. steel right here in Calhoun County. Waldrop Manufacturing, serving the entire Southeast. Give them a call today.
This is Jamerious Borden from 97.9 VOK with the East Alabama Now Entertainment Weekly Scoop. Earlier today, popular music sensation Miley Cyrus released her 8th studio album titled Endless Summer Vacation. The album's lead single, Flowers, met with mostly positive reception, along with charting on the Billboard Top 100. After being axed at HBO Max, the Warner Bros. Animated series Batman Caped Crusader is heading to Amazon with a 2-season order. The animated series is based on characters from DC, which is also said to be a reimagining of the Batman mythology. Finally, this Sunday, March 12th, will mark the 95th annual and first attempted slap-free Oscar Academy Awards. Some of the nominees for Best Picture include Top Gun: Maverick, Women Talking, and Avatar: The Way of Water. Rihanna will also be in attendance to perform her Best Original Song titled Lift Me Up from Black Panther: Wakanda Forever after her spectacular halftime performance in Super Bowl 57. You have been listening to Jamerious Borden from 97.9 VOK with the East Alabama Now Weekly Entertainment Scoop.
Saturday will be cloudy and Sunday will be rainy according to the National Weather Service forecast. Next week should be mostly dry with highs in the 50s and the 60s. The next major chance of rain comes into the forecast 1 week from today. Thanks for watching East Alabama Now Local News. Look for us every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday evening to bring you the latest local news from around Calhoun and Cleveland counties. We invite you to join local news engagements on Facebook. It's a great way to stay on top of what's happening locally. And please like us and share us with all of your friends on social media. We'll see you again Monday for your news on your schedule.